So, Dave Marcus from Talking Points. I'm in Porto, Portugal, at the brand new Five9 office. I'm with Daniel Silva, my new best friend in Porto. You are native Portuguese.
I am native Portuguese.
Prove it. Say something in Portuguese.
Portanto, eu nasci criado no Porto.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so you're the vice president of engineering.
Yes.
Is that a regional title or is that a Five9 title?
So it's a Five9 title, even though I'm the locally responsible person for whatever happens here.
Whatever happens here, okay.
Not just in Porto, but across Europe as well. But I do also have my engineering responsibilities in the overall Five9.
So tell us a little bit about this new office. This is how many people are here?
Yeah. So at the moment we have 127 people right now. Previous employees that came from our Russian office, but also new employees that we hired here locally, and we're gonna expand.
You expand the office is sized for about.
Yes. So the office size has 240 seats right now installed, but can grow. There are some areas that can give us some room to grow, and we will need to grow. Yeah. So this office obviously starts as a research and development center. But and that includes not just product development, but also cloud infrastructure, telco. But we need to be able to support our customers on the region, and so for that we're also going to have professional services, which we do right now. We're going to have support. We're going to have sales as well. So this is going to be a complete autonomous and independent.
So that also means HR and IT and all that stuff will be here.
HR, IT that we already have because they needed to support functions, but this is actually going to be a center of access that will allow us to support the customers in this region without the need of having like the backup from the US, so that we can serve them in the right time zone and with the fastest response times.
So you mentioned a lot of Russian employees here. So explain to me how Russian employees ended up in Portugal.
Right. So Five9 is keen on investing more in the their international footprint, and especially Europe and EMEA, and wanted to create a really strong center of excellence that covers all Europe. And so we brought a team from Russia, most of the team from Russia into Porto, because they're super experienced, they have lots of knowledge on the product, and we wanted to leverage that knowledge along with all the local talent that we have here, because we have a lot of talent on the contact center space even here in Porto that we can all add up and continue building a really great contact center experience.
So Five9 is largely viewed as a North American company, but you're over here in Portugal. What's your view of Five9?
I mean, Five9, even though has an headquarters in the US for sure, but I think it's a worldwide company. It's a company that, especially now, is increasing its efforts and its investments in increasing its international footprint. And the fact that we are here in this office that is focused on increasing kind of the support for all the Europe and EMEA, I think it's a statement of that.
Now, is that just talk? I mean, what kind of things are you actually doing to expand in Europe?
So we have built two new data centers, one in Germany, one in the Netherlands. That is also helping support customers more locally with that infrastructure. And then we're gonna have here a fully functioning team, not just engineering, because even though this is starting as an engineering research and development hub, but it will also expand into other areas and roles that are required to support the customers on this region. Teams like sales, support, professional services. All those teams will be set up so that we can actually are able to establish a really strong center of excellence.
Do you have any results you can share with us?
Sure. So we have our international revenue grew 40% year on year. Even the bookings last quarter grew 78% year over year. So it's quite a big growth. At the moment, the international revenue, or actually the revenue that we're getting from Europe, represents roughly around 10%. But we plan to grow to double that.
Excellent. So what I find interesting is that a lot of companies are shutting down their offices or downsizing their offices and going more to a remote environment. You're investing in a new office. It's an old building, but a new office. Tell me about the office.
I mean, the office is great. It was used to be an old factory that was refurbished.
An old shoe factory?
An old shoe and hat factory. It started with a shoe factory, then a hat factory, and now was converted into offices.
I understand. Big Cork came in and
exactly.
Okay, all right, Big Cork, all right.
Yeah, that's right. And so we created, I think, a really great space with amazing conditions for teams. It's super comfortable with standing desks, which nowadays we need to take care of our employees.
I was using a standing desk earlier, but I was sitting.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so we also have lots of breakout areas for people to relax.
I saw bean bags.
There are bean bags, etc.
And a patio. There's a patio.
Yeah, there's a patio because we want to leverage that space to create some other kind of a social events that allows teams to get together and bond as well. And so the patio is going to be central to that.
So let's talk a little bit about Porto. Why Porto?
So Porto, I'm sure you know, it's one of the kind of fastest growing technologies.
I didn't know that. No, I had no idea it was one of the fastest growing technologies. Okay.
Yeah, and so we have amazing talent here.
Amazing port, I understand too.
Sorry.
Amazing port.
That is right. that is right as well. We have amazing talent. Talent that has matured itself here over years of companies that that were installed here, but also we have amazing universities, not just in Porto but in the cities around, that offer incredible talent that have proven over the years. And so talent, along with great connections to Europe and beyond.
Great airport.
Great airport, which has been central in terms of development of the city. And we have a lot of culture in the city, it's super vibrant at the moment. You have access to, you have at the same time like sea, river, mountains really close.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great place to live and to work. And the people here in Porto have this big sense of, I feel everyone like being entrepreneurs. It's in the way they live and work, and so it's an amazing city for Five9 to be here.
Tell us where this office is in Porto. Is it near services or?
So this area is close to really downtown. It's very close. So we are like 5-10 meters to downtown with great accessibilities, metros, buses, you name it.
All right. Well, with that, I will say obrigado. Fantastic talking to you.
Thank you so much, Faith.
After I left Five9, I walked around the city for a little bit, and it's just wonderful here. It's just a wonderful community, just the right size town where you walk around and everything is accessible. You can walk across town in 25 minutes. The stores are great, the people are great, the restaurants are great. Here's some shots of the farmers market. Everything here from fresh seafood to canned seafood, you name it. Lots of produce and candies and ice cream, it's all here. I think this is a great place for a development and customer excellence center.